Right now, I'm happy to welcome to the set, though, we got Danny Ruiz,
What up?
and Eric Lowe.
Hey, what's going on?
You guys are here from Ubisoft. You brought Red Steel in the Wii.
Yeah, came by to show you guys a little bit of it.
Awesome. Now, one of the things we have to do here is we're gonna turn the lights down low because this is a fine-tuned machine right here, and we don't want our bright studio lights messing with Danny here. All right, cool. So Eric, Red Steel.
So Red Steel's coming out for the Wii. It's going to be available at launch. It's a first-person action game. It's a combination of both gunplay and swordplay. And what Danny's showing us here is an example of some of the gunplay. And right now we're going to go through this hangar level, and you can see Danny's starting to come up through this underground tunnel, and this is where the action's going to start. You can see some of the effects here of shooting the pipes, steam coming out of the pipes. All the environments in Red Steel we've created to be interactive. So blowing up boxes, shooting pipes, seeing steam come out. Right there, he just showed an example of the zoom feature, and what you're going to do is you're going to click the A button on the Wii remote and push it towards the sensor, and it's going to pick that up and it'll zoom you into the screen.
That's all you have to do?
Yeah, it's really simple. You just click the A button on with your right hand and you push it towards the television, and the sensor is going to pick up that zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that, see? So you zoom it in like that, and then you let go of the A button and you zoom back out again. And depending on the different types of weapons you have, right now he has a handgun, the zoom isn't that powerful, but if you go towards sniper rifles or some of the machine guns, the zoom ability is going to be different. Obviously, sniper rifle is going to have a stronger zoom.
And Danny just picked up some grenades, and we heard the reload sound coming out of the Wiimote right there.
Yeah, so what he's shown is, right now he's shown one of two ways to throw grenades. You can throw grenades overhand or underhand, and how it works is...
Let me show the underhand here.
Yeah, here we go. So he's tossing with the underhand. It's based on the left hand, how you move that nunchuck with your left hand. So if you throw it overhand like a baseball, you're going to throw the grenade overhand, and if you roll it like a bowling ball, you're going to roll it on the ground.
How much throwing is involved? Because I know part of playing the Wii is figuring out which hand you want to play something. Like obviously, if you throw a baseball right-hander, are you going to want to have the...
Right. Well, first of all, coming back from E3, there was a lot of feedback from the press and just general fans about, hey, are we going to be able to adjust this? And yes, you're going to be able to adjust the sensitivity of not only how fast that sensor is moving, you can go different speeds, slow and fast. If you want to go fast, you can increase it or slower. As well as swordplay, you can adjust the sensitivity. So sensitivity is all adjustable in Red Steel.
Cool. Ryan Davis, I'm sure there are questions flying in about this game.
Yes, Ishan Sadev from New Delhi, India, has some questions just generally about Red Steel's multiplayer. If you could talk a little bit about that, that'd be great.
Sure. Well, Red Steel definitely has multiplayer. It's for 1 to 4 people, and you can play it in split screen. And it has both gunplay and, for close-up, you can use swordplay. So it's a combination of both, mimics very similarly the gameplay in single player. And there's also multiple modes you can play in there. Classic modes like Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, and also a new mode that we have called Killer that incorporates the sound in the remote. So you'll get messages via a cell phone through your remote, and it'll give you different missions you have to achieve through that mission.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ryan Davis, next question.
Give me a second, Rich.
Okay. All right, so we're getting the picture-in-picture here of how Danny's doing everything right now. Yeah. What are some of the hand motions? So we know throwing. It looks like you have to shake it to open the door.
Yep.
What else do you have to do?
So right now Danny's about to get into a sword fight here, and you'll notice he has 2 swords. His right hand's controlling the katana in his right hand, one of 5 swords you can get in the game. And in the left hand, he has a smaller sword that can be used for blocking. And there's different ways that you can block. So left hand, you're going to be using for blocking. You'll notice he's pushing the nunchuck towards the sensor, and he's bringing that out to block. Mm-hmm. And he's tying together different combos. You can also...
getting hit.
Yeah. So right now you just notice he parried. By holding the C button and using that left thumbstick on the nunchuck, he's able to dodge like a boxer. So not only is it interactive with the right hand of swinging the swords left and right and overhand, underhand, he's also using the left hand to move his character.
No super.
So what Danny just gave a great example of is after you finish a sword fight, you can choose to kill or allow your enemy to live, or you can die. But he can reload it from the last checkpoint.
Sure.
And the impact of that, a lot of people have questions on, why would I want to let somebody live, or why wouldn't I want to let them kill them? And the answer to that is if you let them live, you're going to gain respect points. And those respect points are going to accumulate through you play the game, and it'll affect your focus targeting system, which is an example of how you freeze the game later on. So the more respect points you get, the more you're going to be able to use and have a longer bar of focused targeting system, which is kind of like a time freezing mode.
I think we saw it in one of the very first
Exactly,
trailers.
exactly. So there's a lot of incentive for players to allow those guys to live.
Nice. Ryan Davis, while we watch Danny's masterful sword skills again, more questions?
Gavin Chapman Woods from Cleethorpes, England, wants to know about the sword slashing animations. How dynamic are those?
Right. Well, what we've done is the sword play is matching to Danny's movement. So generally the slashes, it's not a 100% matching of how it goes, because the game it could go on forever. So what we've done is we've matched it to certain diagonals and angles for him. So generally there's all the major swings: left, right, up, down, diagonal, and as well as combos you can do. So I guess a better question is not only how does the gameplay work in terms of matching to his actual arm movements, but we've also added so you can use both hands for combos. So not only is it one hand swordplay, it's two. So that's kind of interesting as well.
There's a lot to do in this sword fight right here. How hard is it to learn, and how does the game introduce you to it?
Well, right now we're probably a good halfway through the game, so people shouldn't be intimidated by this. You know,
it looks fun. I'm not.
It's a lot of it's a lot of fun, and as gamers, it's always great to have all these features. As you play the game, you're going to start off with you'll start off with a wooden training sword in the dojo, and you'll slowly work your way up, and you'll get better, and you'll learn how to use combos with two swords, with one sword. There's an overhead dual sword attack you can use. Each time you learn a new skill, you'll be trained about it. So.
Apparently, no need for respect.
Yeah,
there.
apparently Danny needs no respect.
Yeah.
So yeah, get over there behind that dumpster and get some cover. And he's using the ducking button on the left hand, so you can duck as well as jump in this game. And hiding behind cover is going to be very, very important in this game, because your energy is going to re-energize you. You'll get more health as you hide behind there. So there's a lot of some strategy going into this. You can't just run through here all crazy.
Right.
Well,
And then I died again.
It's a live show. It's okay, man. That was a great demo. We can bring the lights back up. Ryan Davis, one last question, please.
Corey Taran from RPV wants to know how long and how difficult is Red Steel?
Well, that's a great question. Well, if you're just looking at the single player alone, we've been looking at probably around 12 to 18 hours of gameplay just for the single player, and that's not including the multiplayer. So once you get into the multiple modes of that, you're looking upwards of 15 to 18 just single, not including multiplayer at all. And in terms of difficulty, how difficult it is, you're going to learn how to play as you play. The tutorials are built into the missions, so you'll learn as you play.
Cool. Well, the game looks great. I have to thank you guys, because as one of the very first Wii games we learned about, if not the first, I think it was, your trailers have been entertaining, seeing people do all the craziness, and we thought it was all a joke until since we started playing Wii games here, everyone looks like that playing Wii games. And it's great.
I just want to address one concern that the community has. We've been scouring the message boards because, the gamers are important to us. And one of the things was the controls, and what they'll see in the final product is that we've smoothened out all the control schemes. We had some hiccups early on in development, because this is truly one of the only games exclusively built to take full advantage of the Wii. So we did have some hurdles to overcome, but the final product will speak for itself. Things are going smoothly. You're going to be hacking and slashing and shooting just like like you're replicating real sword movements. So we're super stoked about that, and can't wait for people to try it out.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for coming by. The game is Red Steel, and it's out at launch, right?
Exactly.
November 19th for the Nintendo Wii. Thank you very much.